11:47 p.m. My phone buzzed once, soft but enough to snap me awake like a splash of ice water. On the screen, a single line appeared. New device connected smartwatch. Min. I stood still for a few seconds, then let out a faint, bitter laugh. My husband's watch had somehow synced itself to my phone. That leaves only two possibilities: he's stupid, or he thinks I am. And what I hate most is a man who cheats and still treats his wife like she's blind. I opened the app. The screen loaded slowly as if it were deliberately stretching out the humiliation. Then the red dots appeared. 1, 2, 3. Not the office. A hotel. A random cafe I'd never even heard of. An apartment I had never set foot in. If I were the soft type, I might have cried, screamed, run out to make a scene just to feel some release. But sorry, I don't have time to put on a show for a cheater. I just exhaled slowly and said under my breath, okay, so you've chosen your pride. I scrolled down through the location history. Every day it said working late, but the route went straight to the same place over and over again like a filthy habit. And right then I made my decision: I wasn't going to catch him alone. I was bringing everyone with me. No more acting, no more denying. He could bury his own face right on the stage he loved showing off on. I didn't rush to conclusions. I hate the kind of woman who sees one red dot, spins an entire movie in her head, and then cries over it. No. I needed something airtight: location, time, a pattern that repeats. I went back through each day. 7:12 p.m. Left the office. 7:29 stopped at that cafe. 8:05 arrived at the hotel. 10:41 left. Same script every time like clockwork. The strange part, when he got home, he still played the good guy. I'm tired, had a lot of work today. Yeah, a lot of work. I know exactly with whom. I set my phone down and poured myself some water like nothing had happened. In my head, just one rule: don't show it. The moment you show it, you lose. Someone betrays you and still has the nerve to smile in your face because they think you're clueless. I wasn't about to give him that privilege. From that day on, I became better. I didn't ask where he was going, didn't check his phone, didn't nag about his schedule. I even cooked his favorite meals, smiled, at just the right moments. Men are simple. A good wife makes them careless. And that carelessness, that's exactly what will take him down, clean and precise. I started documenting everything like I was keeping a ledger. Not to play detective, but so that when the time came to slam everything down on the table, he'd have nowhere left to deny it. I screenshotted every location, every timestamp. I even named the album Min's Health just to match the spirit of that smartwatch he bought. During the day, he still texted, busy with meetings, I'll be home late. And I replied sweetly, yes, take care of your health. Honestly, cheating men love a good wife. They think good means stupid. Not in this lifetime. I didn't make a scene. I just quietly prepared one thing: an excuse to gather the whole family. His family cares about reputation, right? Perfect. Reputation would be the knife I'd place in their hands so they could deal with him themselves. I messaged the family group chat. This weekend I'd like to invite everyone over for dinner. I have a surprise gift for Min. Polite, proper, nothing suspicious. He read it and even laughed. What are you planning now? I smiled back. Just for fun. But in my head there was only one line. Oh, it'll be fun. The kind of fun you'll remember for the rest of your life. When the day came, I didn't do anything dramatic. I did just one thing: set the stage. The house was spotless, the meal was properly prepared, my voice calm and normal, because the more normal everything looks, the harder the slap lands. The moment he walked in, he threw an arm around me and put on his usual act. I came home early today for the family. I looked at him and in my head only one line flashed: what a performance. Go on, give them a little more. I nodded, smiled, poured water for his parents. A cheating man needs an audience, so I gave him one, big enough. In the kitchen, I glanced at my phone once. The watch data still showed the same pattern from the past few days, looping like the hands of a clock. I wasn't shaking. I just saw it clearly: the one who made the wrong choice would be the one paying for it. Dinner started. Everyone was talking and laughing. I was just waiting for the exact moment, the exact question, the exact excuse to open the curtain. Don't rush. Rushing is for the weak. I play by my own rules: stay quiet, prepare carefully, then end it clean. If you're in this exact situation, don't turn yourself into a spectacle for other people to watch. Just follow each step I took and you'll understand the most elegant revenge is when you never have to scream and the other person still collapses on their own. Right when his mother placed a piece of fish onto my plate, she asked gently, "Are you two doing okay these days?" He immediately smiled and cut in. "We're fine, Mom. I've just been busy with work." I looked at that smile and almost laughed, because it was innocent in the saddest way. I set my chopsticks down, poured more tea, my voice still soft. "Yes, we're fine. It's just, Min's health has been a bit unstable lately." He froze for a split second. I saw it clearly. When the noose tightens, the prey always flinches. I turned my phone toward the table. Not fast, not aggressive, just enough. The screen showed the location, history, dates, times, places. Repeating, over and over, like a slap, delivered by fax. I said just one sentence. I didn't want to believe it either, but his watch says otherwise. No one yelled. No one shouted. The silence dropped onto the table like a slab of stone. His father set his bowl down with a sharp clack. His mother stared straight at him, her eyes turning red. And him. His mouth opened but no words came out. Because this time he wasn't caught. He was exposed. He started stammering, "You're misunderstanding. Watches glitch sometimes." I looked him straight in the eye, so calm it surprised even me. "A glitch? Really funny how it glitches at the exact same hotel 3 times a week like clockwork." I didn't argue. Arguing gives him room to twist things around. I just nodded lightly. "All right. If that's what you're saying, then let's verify it. I'd like to know the truth too." The moment I said that, everyone understood. I wasn't making a scene. I was making it clear. And him. He started sweating. Because a liar's worst fear isn't being yelled at, it's being checked. His father stood up, voice low and firm. "Enough eating. Let's go." His mother didn't cry. She just looked at him like he was a stranger. That look, that was the verdict. I stood, picked up my coat, voice still gentle. "Yes, I do have a surprise gift. Just not here." I turned to him and smiled. "Go on, lead the way. To that place you keep visiting." And in that moment, I saw it click in his eyes. Dinner was only the opening act. The main scene had just begun. We went downstairs. His father walked ahead, face cold as stone. His mother stayed close beside me, her hand trembling slightly, yet she didn't say a word. And him, trailing behind, steps unsteady like someone about to lose his mask in the middle of a crowd. He grabbed my arm and whispered, "Can we go home and talk about this?" I pulled my hand away. Not hard, just enough for him to understand. "Don't touch me while you're still dirty." I looked at him, voice flat. "You've been talking for a month already. All lies." At the parking lot he tried again, still acting, "I swear. I was just meeting a partner." I nodded. "Right. A partner." Then I opened my phone, pointed at that familiar red dot and said in a voice so calm it cut deeper, "Your partner works out of a hotel." His father turned around and threw out a single line, "Get in the car, show the way." No shouting, but it shrank him instantly like a student called to the board. I sat in the back seat next to his mother. The car rolled forward. No one spoke, but inside that silence I knew one thing for certain. Once we got there, there would be no room left for misunderstandings. The car stopped in front of the hotel. The lobby glowed bright, scented with artificial freshness, polished and upscale on the surface. But underneath, a place that hid all kinds of dirty secrets. He stepped out first, then froze like someone yanked by the collar. I didn't rush him. I walked slowly behind because I wanted him to lead his own family straight to his own crime. His mother looked up at the hotel sign, lips pressed tight. His father didn't ask anything anymore. He just walked forward like a man who already knew enough not to need explanations. He turned to me, eyes pleading. "Please, don't make this bigger than it is." I let out a faint, cold smile. "Bigger? You made it big the moment you walked in here the first time." At the elevator, his hand trembled as he pressed the button. I glanced at the panel. The exact floor those red dots always stopped at. I spoke quietly, but every word landed sharp. "Don't try to run. If you do today, you'll fall even faster." The elevator doors opened. A long, silent hallway stretched ahead. Just the sound of footsteps. And his heartbeat loud enough to feel. His father stopped in front of a door, raised his hand, and knocked. Knock, knock, knock. And I knew in that moment, this was the point where his entire life would finally crack. The door cracked open. A sleepy female voice mumbled, "Who is it?" Then it opened wider. And just like I expected, my husband stood there, shirt wrinkled, hair messy, his face still missing that decent mask he wore every day. Behind him, a young woman in a hotel robe froze, eyes wide like she'd just been slapped. He went completely still. His mouth opened, but no sound came out. That's how cheating men are, smooth talkers in the dark, but the moment they're dragged into the light they go mute. His mother paused for a beat, then her voice cracked, "Min. What are you doing?" No yelling, no screaming. Just that one sentence sharp enough to split him in half. His father looked him up and down ice cold. "Step outside." My husband stammered, I can explain." I cut in, my voice flat like reading a receipt. "No need. You've been explaining for a month already. All those late nights at work." The other woman tried to close the door, but his father stopped it with his hand. He didn't touch her, just said one short line, "Don't hide. If you did something, stand there and face it." And in that moment I saw it clearly. He was no longer the one controlling the story. He was just the man laid bare. Center stage with nowhere left to run. He stood there pale as paper, stammering out fragments like "I was wrong, give me another chance." But I said it straight, "Apologizing because you got caught is nothing like regretting what you did." Cheating men love to weaponize emotion. They make you pity them, make you soften, and then everything slides right back to where it was. Don't fall for it. Listen carefully. If you ever find yourself in this situation, don't rush in screaming and turn yourself into a spectacle. The louder you are, the easier it is for them to call you crazy. The softer you are, the harder they step on you. What you need is evidence, composure, and an exit plan. Silence isn't weakness. Silence is how you lock a liar in a room with their own truth. And remember this: the fastest way to deal with a cheating man isn't a slap. It's the truth placed exactly where it belongs, in front of the right people at the right moment. If you've made it this far and felt that sharp recognition, then you're not alone. And if you want to hear just how bitter the ending gets or want more stories like this, leave a small sign, a like, a follow, so I know there are still people out there choosing strength over humiliation.